Hello and welcome to Gundam Customs Review of Boku No Hero Academia Chapter 113. Now, this week's chapter of Boku No Hero Academia was freaking awesome. Now, we start off where the last one ended off, where the fire wind tornado is holding Orca in some sort of prison type thing to keep him still, to keep him from doing more harm. Now with this, he more or less is like, yeah, I'm stuck in here right now. His gang, is like, oh no, he's captured. We have to go get him and save him. And with this, Midoriya comes in like the good old hero he is, and he tries to take them all on. Now, with this, he actually gets help from Ojiro, who more or less is like, we're here to help. Now, with this, he's also saying that there's not many people who need to be rescued right now, not many more who need to be rescued. So with this, we can probably see more characters coming in. Now, with this, Mina and Tokoyami both come in and say, we're here to help. And then we also have some Ketsubutsu students, it seems like, finding Shindo and kind of helping him because he's injured because of the fact that Orca just more or less like headbutted him with sonic waves, and it's like, oh. And he kind of used his quirk after the fact of having that happen, so he has his kickback again, so he's gotta be quite in pain or has a major migraine. Now with this, we actually go on to see the Shiketsu Hai hair guy. I really don't know his name, so I'm gonna call him Shiketsu Hai Hair. I'm kidding, oh gosh. Just hair guy would probably be what I call him from now on, until we get a name for him, which I feel he is gonna get his exam license. Now, with this, we have him take down a handful of the Orca gang, and he's like, for there to be so many of these people still here, it looks bad for Shiketsu Hai. And with the, he kind of just is like, hair everywhere. Now with this, Midoriya, with this, we actually find out that Suyu, aka Asui, has camouflage. Yeah. The kids who tried to save Shindo were fighting off some of the Orca gang, pushed them back, and Asui's like tongue whip and hits them all when she's invisible or like camouflaged. Now with this, it just feels so awesome. At first, like when I first read the panel, I'm like, oh, is she just hiding in there, like waiting for the perfect time? But then it shows that she actually knows camouflage, which sounds really awesome. Now with this, we have her mention that she's kind of been working on her frogginess and she now has camouflage. Now with this, we actually have Midoriya going to help Inase and Todoroki. Now with this, Orca has a bottle of water, and he says to them, the moment you put this up, I already had my next move planned out. And he puts water on himself, and boom! He just does like a shockwave or a water wave. I'm not sure because he put water on himself. I know that's to keep him from drying out, but he kind of sort of made it look like it kind of could have been a water wave as well. Because I know it had to deal with sound, and I really want to know if it was just sound or if it was sound and water. Now with this, we actually have Inase and Todoroki both practically out for the count. They're like, Now with this, Midoriya comes out of nowhere and kicks Orca in the arm. Yeah, not on purpose. He was aiming for the head, it seems. But he got it blocked, and the exam became over. Yep, the exam's over. I thought it was going to have 3 parts to the exam. I guess I was wrong. Only 2. Now with this, we actually have, Midoriya's like, what? The exam's over? And with this, you kind of have the Orca gang talking to Orca, saying, "I'm sorry, we did horrible. I'm so sorry." Orca has an inner monologue with himself, saying that the protectors that he had to practically limit his abilities, so he wouldn't be like, one hit kill, kids, one hit kill, one hit kill. With that, he practically it wore those to protect everyone else during the fight. Now with this, you actually have him say that even with that, with the hindrance of those things, if the exam went on any longer, he may have lost to Midoriya, Todoroki, and Inase, because that fire prison itself, the wind fire prison, was pretty powerful and dried him out. He had the bottle of water, I guess he planned for some kind of fire kid or air kid, well, someone to try to dry him out. Now with this, I think his main fear was more on Midoriya on that one, which would be if he fought Midoriya any longer, he would have lost. Because I know not much of us think this very much, but he's practically All Might, but for the feet. At least now. Now, I don't know if he's going to go back to punching as well, and be like an all-around like feet punching and all that. But that would really be cool if he does. But if he stays just using his feet, that will be also as well, or quite well, because with this you actually know that he has to be that strong, because we've had him work on him getting stronger. We've seen it through these last chapters where he hasn't hurt himself using his quirk. He's jumped place to place with his super veins showing, and he hasn't hurt himself once. Now with this, we actually get down to the end of it, and we find out that there's like 88 students who actually get their licenses. I'm not 100% sure because there was 7 in a line and then 13 down the columns, and there was 2 missing from the bottom one, so I just did 13 times 7 and then just minus 2, and I might have done my math wrong, but 88's the number I got. Now with this, we actually have Midoriya, everyone just looking at the list, seeing if they actually got in. You hear some kind of cannon fodder saying, "I got in, yay, yay, I got my license." And Midoriya finds his name and he's like, "Yes!" Well, I guess that's what his inner self would be like. We don't know about everyone else in the group except 2 other people, Inase and Todoroki. Yes, the 2 of them didn't pass. At the very beginning of this arc, I actually thought that Todoroki had a 100% chance of becoming a license wielder, which is sad, because I was wrong. I realized this last chapter, because I think I said it last review, but the fact that Todoroki and Inase were fighting amongst themselves and kind of sort of being just punks, even just for that little bit, they kind of were stupid to do that. And once they teamed up, it was kind of really too late, because the only time they actually teamed up was the fire prison. And that probably lasted like a couple moments. For us, it lasted longer because we had a week in between when they started it and when it was broken. But with this, I really think that it's sad that both of them don't get to get the license, but with this, there's a whole bunch of characters that could have gotten licenses. One I hope gets a license is Shindo, because Shindo, or even if he doesn't get a license, it'll be okay for me, because personally, Shindo, if he's Dabi, I know I always bring this up when I bring up Shindo, but if he is Dabi, that'll make him either more respecting towards Midoriya because he's gotten one and all that, or he's going to go against Midoriya more because of that, and he's failed twice in a row. Now with this, you also have the fact that we have Bakugo. whom I really think did get his license. Because it's Bakugo. He may act rude and tough and all this, but he's really a decent hero. Now, if he wasn't so grouchy. Now, with this, I also feel like Kaminari and Kirishima also got their licenses. At least personally, because when it came down to when those guys had their broken arms, and Bakugo's like, do it your own dang self. And then you have Kirishima and Kaminari like, so man, we're gonna get so many points deducted. And I feel like even though that happened and they're kind of more or less like, with Bakugo, I still feel like the three of those guys did get their licenses. Also, they would make a perfect three-person team because you have Kaminari, who is more or less of the ranged and can be close-range combat. Bakugo, who's offensive completely, or mainly, and Kirishima, who can mainly be defensive. So you would have Kirishima as a defensive person, and you would have Bakugo as offense, and you would have Kirishima as more ranged. And even Bakugo has range, so together they actually work quite well. Now with this, you actually have other characters that I feel might get their licenses, like Asui, like maybe even Uraraka and Momo, because those two did mainly like helping efforts to get everyone to the places. So I feel Uraraka, Momo, and Asui would be more people who would be getting their licenses. So approximately maybe 6-7 of our of UA's students would probably get the licenses, at least from Class 1A. Now, I wonder if there's more, because I could see Tokoyami and Mina getting it, but we haven't seen much from them. Same with Ojiro. We've seen them do some small fights, but we don't know if they did well on their rescues or anything like that. Now, with this, I'm going to go back to the three-person teams. My favorite three-person team would be Bakugo, Kirishima, and Kaminari. Mainly because Kirishima's in it. Kirishima's my favorite. Yes. But another team that I would like to actually see would probably be Asui, Uraraka, and Midoriya. Now, my reasoning for this is the love interest from Uraraka and Midoriya. The whole fact that Asui has a strong connection to both of them. She also has a range of kind of cloak, or the camouflage helps her with this because she has a wider range now than she did before. Before she only really had, like, she could do water stuff and anything frog. Now she can practically camouflage herself, which would help them too, because, say, Uraraka's in the sky and with her gravity powers, and she can do, like, observation, and you could have Asui be like, sneak up, boom, and Midoriya just head on. So with this, you could actually make combinations of each and every student depending on their strengths and their weaknesses. Now, I really feel like Bakugo, Kaminari, and Kirishima are going to be one of the groups. Now, another group that I could see being a thing would be Ida, Midoriya, and Uraraka. But I don't think that's going to happen, mainly because if you have two people who are pretty close specialty-wise, because Midoriya and Ida are kind of strong with their kicks and their legs. So having two people who are just that, and one person who's gravity, it might work, but like it wouldn't be as effective as if you had someone who's more talented in a different subject than both of them. Like, say, for instance, having Ida in a group with Momo and Jiro. I know that one sounds weird, but like if you think about it, you'll have Jiro who can do sounds, Momo who can make stuff, and Ida, who can do a lot more of the fighting for like a complete like melee fight, while you have Jiro, who can do ranged, and Momo, who can kind of do both. So with this, I want to know what you guys think. What teams do you want to put or want to see put together? Maybe they'll alternate teams every now and then. Maybe they'll have bigger groups than just 3 people. Maybe it'll be like Midoriya, Ida, Asui, Uraraka, Tokoyami, and Mina. Like, those kinds of groups and those kinds of thoughts are really cool, in my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. Now, with this, I'm going to end this week's chapter of Boku No Hero Academia's review. And give me a thumbs up if you liked, thumbs down if you didn't. Please comment which groups you want to see or which groups you like together. And I hope you guys have a custom day. See ya.